Real quick, I want to talk about Daredevil. If we're talking about the MCU, I haven't really talked to Winston and Coy about it as much. We discuss it briefly every time we're talking about it on the show, but it's always usually it's brief and probably brief again too. But I think Coy, you said last week that last week's episode 7, not 8, was your one of your least favorites. I think.
Yeah. Seven didn't really. Seven was all the concerns I felt other people had kind of coming to fruition for me.
What
I
about 8?
loved eight, and it
8 was
helped me a
awesome.
lot.
8 was awesome.
Eight was incredible. Eight actually band-aided my problems with seven, and it also, I think, did the impossible, which is it's kind of causing this great attachment from the old Disney Plus show into the new Netflix. Sorry, the old Netflix show. I feel like it's coalescing with the Disney Plus show in a way that season 2, I think, is going to feel even more like Netflix, because this season they've had to do the impossible, and they've had to cherry pick elements of what was already filmed. They had a whole show done, they scrapped, but they kept some of it. So what they've been able to do with 1, 8, and parts of 2 through 7 have been impressive. But 7 was an episode that definitely felt like they had to kind of end an entire storyline hurriedly. I felt like the way they ended Muse, because I know we've talked about me reading the comics versus not, but even just from a TV standpoint, I did feel like they didn't set up enough with Muse to make that 7 as impactful as it could have been, even with 3 more scenes throughout the other episodes. Whereas 8 was like, hey, let's slow down, let's marinate, let's make this incredible tango of the way things have come together. They built this arc structure of Kingpin rising back up while Daredevil is rising back up, this born again mentality. What I love most is that it's not only Daredevil being born again, not only Kingpin being born again, but it's the show being born again. Daredevil, the property, is born again. 100%. And so that felt like 8.
100%. And I think that what I liked about, I've liked every episode. I've really liked every episode. And I think that it's because of what you just said, Winston, it's like this slow build and slow burn that they've allowed it to breathe, and it's finally gotten to a place where Coy said, where you feel like, oh, okay, it's exactly what this show is supposed to be. But are you all caught up, Winston?
Oh man, I love Factor so much. I really do. And you should be Factor your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. Eating well, it's never been this easy. You just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want. Get outside instead of prepping and cooking indoors. Factor meals arrive fresh and they're ready to eat. They're perfect for any active lifestyle. They have 45 weekly menu options. You can pick gourmet meals that fit your goals. Doesn't matter what it is, Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. Factor powers your day with satisfying breaks, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. It's easy to savor more this spring. Factor meals pack in the flavor with none of the fuss. I have been using Factor religiously. Why? Because I'll go to the gym, I come back, I'm in a pinch. They send me meals that I like, that is good for my diet, the things that I'm doing, healthy. You can choose whatever you want. Factor's got it. So you got to get started at factormeals.com/Christian50 off and use that code Christian50 off, and you get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code Christian50 off at factormeals.com/Christian50 off for 50% off plus free shipping. Try Factor out. Tell them that we sent you. You're going to love it.
So that's what I was texting earlier today. I didn't do 8. I was going to say with 7. It did throw me off. It seemed very abrupt with how things were dealt with in that particular episode.
Spoilers. Just be careful on
spoilers. Right. That's what I'm just leaving it at that. I'm just how things were dealt by the end of that episode was. I was like, oh, okay. We keep doing this thing very rapidly, and I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, on the one hand, it kind of feels like, okay, this is a little comic-y, but I know that we're gonna run out of episodes soon, so it's a little weird to so abruptly do certain things that are happening. But I will say the only thing I do know about 8 is because it has been a meme all over Black Twitter over the last 24 hours of making jokes about Matt like Stevie Wonder. A lot of Black people like to make this joke that Stevie Wonder isn't actually blind. So for him to dance with Kingpin's wife and look him dead in the face, a lot of people be like, I would instantly throw hands with this blind man if he did some shit like that.
Well, but that's the other thing I was always curious about is that, and this might be an answer that you guys have easily, because it might be from season 3. If Kingpin knows that Matt Murdock is Daredevil, why doesn't he expose him?
I think there's a mutual understanding of if you're going to stay in your lane, I'll stay in mine that we have
Right.
with that diner scene.
But they haven't stayed in their lanes.
But now, I mean, what's going to happen with the events of 8? Like now
Right.
he
Yeah,
knows that
there's
he's back
something-
because of 7.
Right. But it's because the end of 8 that I say, oh, now I understand why he wouldn't. But it's I don't want to spoil things.
I know. So I'm like, how do I answer that?
Anyway, so I really like what this show's doing. It's a bummer that it's not, no one's talking about the show. Minus,
The numbers on like reactions and reviews is so different than
Brutal.
I expected. I thought this was going to be, the we talked for a year about this being the big comeback show.
It's the best quality Marvel show in quite a while.
I would say this is on par with Loki, again, Benson and Moorhead, and WandaVision. It's that top tier of Marvel for me.
It's a very well written, put together, well acted show.
Especially the stuff they clearly have put together in the new era. Especially the stuff that is Justin and Aaron's work that's going to lead into season 2. I think season 2 is going to be WandaVision pre-finale good.
Yeah. Well, they greenlit season 3, so we know that 2 and 3 are coming. So I couldn't be more excited about it. I hope people get on board with it and check it out.
Yeah, never mind. I realized there would have kind of been some spoiler stuff for 7. I know that we're a week ahead of that, but I'm just going to be quiet.
Fair enough. What's your thoughts on it? Are you digging Daredevil? Have you not watched it? Have you decided to bail on it? What say you guys? I got to know.